how are you doing?
I am good. I have been teaching my son. I am now his teacher.
Oh yeah, York is 4 years old, right?
He's 4 years old. We were doing math today, and he's doing really good with his addition and subtraction and like shocking mama. And he was about to answer a question, and I was like, "Oh no, baby, that's wrong." And he was like, "Boop," and he was right.
Oh, when the
there needs to be a
teacher.
There needs to be a show like, "Are you smarter than a 4-year-old?"
Seriously, I know their homework is kind of hard. Well, but you're an instructor at Stanford Business School. So are you using any of that? I mean, come on, you're the bomb.
That actually, none of that works.
No?
No.
Zero.
At my school at Stanford, I mean, yeah, my students really listen. They're respectful. None of them are like, "Shut up, mama, I know the answer."
How do you keep him focused? Is it hard? Like, I mean, do you kind of just do it at bits and pieces all throughout the day? A lot of people are dealing with homeschooling.
Yeah, we do bits and pieces. We have to do 15 minutes at a time. I've tried to do like hours and hours like they do in his real school, but it's impossible. So it's like 15-minute increments. And then he starts jumping on me, and I'm like, "You don't do that with your teacher."
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, but my mama is not my teacher at school."
Oh, so yeah. Cute. But is he doing well? And did you explain to him what's happening in the world, or did you kind of just...
I do. I'm very open with my son. So my mom was very open with me growing up. And so I'm trying to be like that with him. Right. So I told him there's this thing and the name of the virus and what you do to not get it and why we are here and why his Nana can't leave the house. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's understanding as much as he can.
Speaking of which, how's your mom, Caroline?
My mom is good.
Is she with you?
Yeah, we're with her. Okay. Yeah, so we are just making sure to keep her in the house. A lot of us have had to be separate from our parents and grandparents. My mom is very hard-headed, so we're actually quarantining with her to make sure she doesn't leave the house.
Gotcha.
So we're cooking and doing all these things and ordering, and when the delivery of the food comes, we're like scrubbing and disinfecting and doing all these things that she might be a little bit loose with.
Right, I know what you mean. So you've talked before on the show about being into takeout. I am too. You said, but just now I could have sworn I heard you say cooking.
Oh yeah, so we're mostly cooking, and every now and then I'm like doing takeout. I also want to give some business to the restaurants around our neighborhood and keep them going. In fact, I did a pickup the other day. I walked over and did a pickup, and they were like, "Thank you so much."
I know.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do that, but I'm also cooking. And Carrie Ann, I invented something.
Okay, share it, because I need some tips.
Okay, so there's scrambled eggs,
and
there's omelets, and there's pancakes.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of an egg cake?
Nope, but I'm hearing about it now, Miss Tyra Banks. What is it?
Okay, an egg cake. By the way, my mother feels like she needs to have every breakfast with some type of carbohydrate, as in yeast, as in bread. But I fooled her. Okay, egg cakes. Okay, so I was gonna do my normal scrambled egg thing, but I'm like, you know what? Let me get a larger pan and let me put all of this, I whipped the eggs and I did my salt and my pepper and some onions and a bunch of different vegetables. But then I let it sit in the pan. Just let it sit in there, nonstick pan, but I just let it sit a little too long. I was trying to kind of do an omelet, but I let it sit there too long. I also forgot to add any fat. So I forgot to add any Pam or butter or whatever. And so then I go to flip my omelet. Child, it looked like bread. It was brown. It had a crunch to it.
It had crunch. I love it.
It had crunch. And it was beautiful. It folded into this beautiful half moon. I sliced it into pizza slices. I put a piece of that egg cake, pancake, on her plate that looked like bread, and some salad, and I think a little piece of sausage or something. My mother was like, "What is this pancake thing? It is good. Oh, good. Oh, it is so good. It's crispy. What is this, bread and eggs and what?" Oh my gosh, you guys, egg cakes. Okay.
Egg cake.
Non-stick pan, beat those eggs, put those vegetables up in there, and just let it sit a little bit too long with no fat in the pan.
I love the crunchy.
And it's crunchy on the edge, around the edge.
Savory, right?
Yes, it's savory. It's like quiche meets a frittata meets a pancake.
It kind of looks like pizza. I love the pizza.
Yeah, and it's cut like pizza triangles. I'm telling y'all, you're trying to get off those carbs, this is the way you do it.
I'm impressed. I mean, I've been eating. I went into my chip stash and finished it off like the first 2 days.
Oh, do you know what they say about that?
They? Who's they?
So,
what do they say?
So I've been doing a lot of like studying up on the quarantine, and they're saying like try to limit buying too many snacks in the house, because what happens is when you're super hungry and you don't have much, you're going to go for the snack because it gives you so much pleasure.
Yes, it does.
Whereas when you're quarantined and you don't want to go to the grocery store that much, buy things that don't excite you in the pantry, like dried kidney beans.
Yeah, I have them, and I pass those up for the chips. You are correct.
Exactly. So that's
like,
what they say. But I bought so many chips, it's crazy. And I went back to my childhood and bought the little packs, you know, like the little packs of all the chips and the big bucks.
Yeah, because that was what was left on Amazon.
Yes, pretty much. Actually, I did the real grocery store.
Oh my gosh, I can't leave the house, so my friends have been dropping off, so I get whatever they want to bring me, which is kind of cool. But you're right.
Yeah. I did the real grocery store before. I did it before quarantine. I did it before mandatory quarantine.
What, you quarantined before mandatory quarantine?
I shopped for it before mandatory.
Oh, you shopped. Okay, gotcha.
I smelled it coming. Yeah. So just like a day or two before. Yeah.
That was smart. That was smart. So tell us about, last time you were on the talk, you talked about Modelland, and that's something I know you've been working on for like 10 years.
10 years.
What happened now?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to open May 1st, and we had to make a decision to postpone, just like the rest of the world. You know, Modelland is theater. We have actors, we have dancers, you know, we have guests coming through, living this modeling fantasy, posing in classes very close together, doing a lot of fun things, but it's not the safest place to be right now. And so we had to close. We had to close for guests and for our employees. So it's a very trying time for us, as it is for the entire world right now. But as we said, entertainment is non-essential. It is a beautiful addition to our lives that gives us happiness and joy and the best memories in the world, but it's not essential right now. So we are pausing while the world figures out what to do.
Right. As a business owner, I think a lot of people are trying to figure out how to do the business. So are you meeting with your, like, how are you doing virtual meetings and phone calls to keep up and have updating? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I have a daily call with the president of Modelland. We have constant check-ins with our general manager. I have someone that's leading branding. I have a 2-hour call with her today, as well as meeting with sponsors.
Guys.
So there's, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you again. We're back.
Yeah, we have a lot of companies that want to sponsor Modelland, and they know this is not going to be permanent. So we're trying to show them as much as we can, or talk about it as much as we can, without them actually being able to tour the space. So those conversations are ongoing.
Well, I can't wait. Froze again. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. So I wish you the best, and just like all business owners, I can't wait for you to get back doing what you do and bringing Modelland to life for everybody. So I wanted to ask you, you've always been about empowerment, and now especially more than ever, I think people need that. I know people were so excited to tune into you today. And what words of encouragement do you have for people that are kind of struggling? I know some people are going through emotional roller coasters. People are angry, people are sad, people are scared. What are your words of empowerment?
Well, one thing my mother always told me is to look to the other side. That oftentimes in times of fear or sadness or disappointment or uncertainty, it could feel like it's going to be forever. But most things don't last forever, and they're a moment in time. And to imagine yourself, she says, a day later, a month later, 6 months later, a year later, and close your eyes and picture life way in that, whatever the future is, that makes sense. And to look to the other side. So I often do that. I close my eyes and I think about the healthcare system, and I think about my friends and family being scared and everyone being nervous, and I think about Modelland being open and finally being this place when we can all convene again and live the fantasy versions of ourselves and uplift our self-esteem and all that. So I do that. It's not easy because, sometimes I lay awake at night and I'm like, gosh, this was my dream for over a decade, and now it's closed, and now I've had to say a goodbye to a lot of my team members. That's going to sleep and crying to get to sleep sometimes, but continuing to look to the other side and know that this is not a permanent situation.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I know a friend of mine was about to get married, and she had to postpone her wedding, and at first she was like, I don't want to postpone my wedding. Like, I'm not going to let this stop my life, right? And we don't have to let it stop anything, but we let it pause, and then we can take advantage of the pause, which is,
Mhm.
in a weird way, I think in the long run, there'll be so many gifts that we will find in this pause. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm finding so much about myself through this pause, right? It's really interesting. Like, I realize I've been so wasteful. I've taken a lot of things for granted. It's really a great time to sort of just reassess who we are in this world and who we want to be, right?
Yes. It's so interesting with food, Carrie Ann. I mean, I know there's not going to be a food shortage. I know the supply chain is going to continue, but it still makes you think. And so, like, as you said, with the waste and certain things that we used to do, it's like you just stop and you slow down, you know, and you're like, wait, no, let me figure out how to take that and throw it in some eggs in the morning. And then after that's not finished, then we're going to mix that into some beef for lunch, you know, like it's just a rethinking process.
Egg cake all day long.
Yes. egg cake all day long. Egg cake, pan, scramble, just keeps going.
I love it. Okay, so we want to entertain our audience, and we want to give them a little game, if you don't mind. We want to play along? Okay, so we have a game for you called Fill in the Banks, Miss Tyra Banks. Okay, it's quarantine edition. Okay, so I'm going to say a sentence, and you finish it by filling in the blank. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, the first thing I'll do once social distancing is over is blank.
Oh my gosh. Go to Modelland and try to get as much of my staff back as possible and give them the tightest, like, non-social distancing hug.
Right? Like this.
They're going to be like, okay, Tyra, thank you.
Okay, I love that, hugs. Okay, blank is a show we should all be binge watching right now.
Oh my gosh, I just started watching Self-Made on Netflix, starring Octavia Spencer. She's playing Madam C.J. Walker, who is the first Black millionaire ever. First Black millionaire was a woman. Oh, yes. Yeah. And it is all about hair and the beauty industry and being an entrepreneur. And it is wacky. It actually reminds me of a lot of the stuff that we're interested in producing, like how they just turned it into like a Broadway show out of nowhere. And it is so good, Carrie Ann. You got to watch it.
What's it called again?
Self-Made. It's on Netflix. It is good.
Octavia Spencer. All right, that's a good one. I'm going to watch that too. Okay, next. Something I've come to appreciate since being stuck at home is blank.
Oh, something I've come to appreciate. See, I already appreciate being with my mom and my son, and actually teaching.
What do you mean?
Yeah, teachers. Just what teachers do with my very active son and the patience that they have, the expertise that they have. I mean, it is, I get it. It's 15 minutes and I'm like, what the hell do I do next? I start to panic. Yeah. So I really am appreciating teachers more than ever.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm sure all the teachers are like, thank you. I'm sure the teachers who are now home not teaching are going, okay, parents, now you can see what it's like. Okay.
What it's like. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So here we go. Blank would be the most entertaining person to be quarantined with.
Ooh, blank. DJ Nice.
Oh, that's right. Did you,
right?
He had that party this weekend. He played all weekend.
Yes. For hours and hours and hours. Can you imagine if you were quarantined with him? It'd be like, make them eggs, and pancake eggs, egg cake. Like, he would just keep it going, keep the party going.
Did you see? Everyone was there. I was watching the feed and everybody's name came up, and it was such a cool, fun party. Thanks, DJ Nice. Shout out for DJ Nice.
Yes.
If I could self-isolate anywhere in the world, it would be blank.
If I could self-isolate at Modelland. I probably could do that, actually. Maybe I should. There's actually a part of Modelland that is because Modelland is like a campus, almost like a campus for models of the world, like anybody and everybody. And so there's a dorm there, and we have like a living room, and we have like a whole bedroom and everything. I could totally self-isolate.
Well, if we can't find you, then we know where you're going to be. We know
I'll be in the dorms at Modelland.
There might actually be some of your staff already hanging out there. You don't know.
The doors are locked, child. Oh my God, I'm gonna go check. Actually, no, I'm not. Maybe I will.
No, don't go check. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Okay. So fans can see new episodes of Top Model in the year blank.
New episodes. I don't know. Maybe 2020 late or 2021. But you know what? It's all about this. It's all about this quarantine. I mean, we have some talks about doing America's Next Top Model. So 25. So we shall see. I've been even thinking of some crafty ways to do it.
Right.
And in a place that actually has a dorm.
Oh, wait. We were just talking about a place called Modelland.
So maybe, I don't know, we've been thinking about it and trying to figure it out, but that would be nice. And you know what? I was thinking with the quarantine, all these people are saying that they want to be able to binge like different episodes of America's Next Top Model that aren't available.
Right.
And I feel like I need to call to my top model people. You know, people think I'm the top boss. No. Bosses have bosses. We know that. So I need to call them and say, how are we going to get this on TV? Maybe we can do it where I'm like commentating on like episodes or something. Like, why the hell did I say that? What the heck is going on? I'm going to call them after this. I swear.
Yeah, okay. See, there we go. Always working. The entrepreneur, and you're always creating something. I love it. I love speaking with you. There's always something going on. I love it. Okay. So before the quarantine is lifted, I want to master blank.
Ooh. I want to master how to do social media without the first 5 minutes of like this joint call with us going, what am I doing? Am I pushing it? Can you see my face? I don't know. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Can't hear. Oh, where's she? She there? No, yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you want grace in social media. Got it.
Yeah, I just want to be like, hello, it's Tyra and I'm alive. And I had no problems getting here.
No, you didn't have any problems. It was me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on your TikTok. I see you have no problems with social media. Okay. The last celebrity I FaceTimed is blank.
Ooh, their face?
FaceTime, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Have you been FaceTiming friends?
I don't, mostly on the phone, which is so weird. How come I haven't? I honestly cannot answer that question. It would have to be way before quarantine.
Wow.
I'm like a person that is a public figure that has normal friends. So I can list Micah and I can list Lizzie and I can list all these people and y'all will be like, who that?
Except they know who they are. And they're your real
friends. They know who they are.
Those
are my best friends. Marie Pierre, these are my people that are my best friends. Yeah, that's FaceTiming a lot.
Yeah, I have best friends.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann Naba.
Oh, Carrie Ann Naba. Who's that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get to the last question. First food I'll order when all of this is over is blank.
Some barbecue ribs with extra sauce.
That sounds so good. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, just with extra sauce. But the thing is, barbecue tastes good like in the restaurant. I mean, I could order that now, right?
Right.
But like eating it in the restaurant, like right off the pit,
right, with
when
the
it's
scent
just
in
like
the air.
still smoking and the smell of the barbecue pit smoke in the air that when you leave it's still in your hair.
Right.
That's what I miss.
I love it. Oh, Tyra, it's so great to catch up with you. Thanks for making time.
You
today.
too.
And I hope that you guys all stay safe. And what are you going to do later on today?
Today, we're going to go deeper into the lesson. We did math this morning, and Teacher Banks' mama is now going to do some language and some memorization skills. And then we're going to take a nap.
Okay, I like it. I think everybody should take lots of naps. Well, it sounds good.
Yes.
And I wish you the best and to stay safe and surround you with love and light and protection.
Thank you. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
See you later.
Bye.
Tyra.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.